We're out here again with episode 3 of The Tiny House. Today is November 6th. It's been 6 weeks into the project since I started documenting this. So, got a lot more changes. Let's get started. First of all, you'll probably see that we've added a porch light out here by the door so that we can have light out here. And that the kitchen window has been cut and installed. So that's a pretty big deal. Moving around to the back here. Lots of mess. This has been a very grueling project to say the least. But we have the bathroom window cut and installed. There were some issues with the bathroom window. I'm going to get into those when we go inside. So that's all the updates we got for out here right now. Again, these have not been sealed yet or anything. They are just attached to the frame and in the window. So we're going to put a little frame around the outside of these and fill it with a sealant. As you can see, you can see the crack right there. So we're going to be sealing all that and then putting a wood frame around each window so that it's waterproof. But one thing at a time. So, going inside, we've got lots more work going on here. We'll start over here with the bathroom. As you can see, we're starting to add the plumbing along the wall here. This is where the kitchen cabinet is going to go, which is why we've got the window right here. And some more electricity. We haven't quite finished the electricity in the bathroom area yet. And we don't have the beams going across the walls up here either. Starting the plumbing on the bathroom floor here. As you can see, we got the pipe that's going to be going out to the toilet and then going outside the building from there. Here is where we've got the floor raised. As you can see, we're building a frame around it that the piping is going to go inside. We're actually only raising the floor 10 to 12 inches, just enough for the pipe to go underneath. Honestly, I'm not a huge fan of this setup because if we have any water leaks, these pipes are going to be very hard to get to. This part's already been sealed up. We've got the base of the shower in here. Can't really see that right now because of the mess, but we'll update that in a later video. However, as I was mentioning about the pipes, if we ever have a pipe problem, we're going to have to take out this wall over here and then drill through the wood at the bottom to get to the pipes. However, you know, most of these pipings last 20 or 30 years, so not an immediate concern, but my plan was to raise this up about 18 inches so that somebody could actually crawl under there and get to the pipes. But my buddy Rich felt that this was a much more efficient way to get things done, and he's the expert, so I'm going with what he says. So anyway, that's where we're at the bathroom right now. For the window, when we measured this window and put it in, we discovered that this tiny home is not completely symmetrical, which ended up being a huge pain with our measurements. We had to actually reframe this window and put it back in because it was crooked. It turns out that the ceiling is a little bit more narrow than the base is on this thing. And again, it's not completely symmetrical. So we had to do a little bit of custom work to get everything put in the way we wanted it to. We ran into that problem as well with the ceiling beams. So some of these had to be measured at different lengths. Yeah, it was a bit of a pain. On my previous video, somebody had mentioned that this is incorrect, and we know that it is. The 2x4s are actually supposed to be on top for the ceiling. However, we did that because of the issue that we were having. It made it a lot easier to change the lengths of the 2x4s that were going across the ceiling if we did it in this fashion. In addition to that, there's already a roof on this thing. We don't need 2x4s to hold up the roof. all we're doing is putting 2x4s across there so that we can have insulation, and then we're just going to put the sheetrock over it. So it's not holding a ton of weight or anything. And Rich assures me that this is going to be fine. So anyway, that's why we did that. Moving on to the rest of the house. We did finish the plywood. The plywood is laid all the way up to the bathroom. We didn't put the plywood in there because we're elevating the floor, as I discussed earlier. So there will be plywood in here when we're done elevating it and we got all the piping underneath. So anyway, that's where we are on that. Moving down this way, as you can see, we've added a whole bunch more sheetrock than what we had before. And the insulation is almost completely done. We got a couple spots up here in the ceiling that still aren't complete. And this entire wall still needs to be done. So that's where we are in there. Not a whole lot of progress in the bedroom area other than what was covered previously. We got the hole there for the ceiling fan that's cut and ready to go. And we got the hole here for the artist ceiling fan that's cut and ready to go. We did put back in the elevated bedroom section, which was missing from the last video due to the insulation issues, but now we've got the entire bed section insulated at this point. So we went ahead and put it back in. So what we're going to be working on for the next couple of weeks, we're going to get this wall insulated and sheetrocked. We're going to try and get the wall put up for the bedroom, which is probably going to be somewhere like right where I'm standing. This will be the bedroom wall here. And then we will continue the work on the bathroom and plumbing areas. So kitchen, so we can get that cabinet put back in there. And then the bathroom. I did pick up some flooring just this morning. We're going to be putting commercial grade vinyl throughout the house. That ended up being a bit of a chore because everybody that I called wanted to install it themselves and wanted to charge extra for that. So I found one place in town that allowed me to simply buy a roll of it so that we can put it in here ourselves, and that ended up saving me about $1,200. So that's a pretty big deal. I've got one credit card maxed out at this point. I've got two others with a little bit on them. However, pretty much everything has been bought at this point now that we've bought the flooring. We're going to need a little bit of extra piping to finish up the plumbing over here. And, boy, what else? I think that might actually be it. So, yeah, as far as buying stuff goes, we are just about done. Oh, that's right, I still need to buy the washer, dryer, and the dishwasher. So we got those things. We've already got a fridge waiting for us for free. So don't need to buy a fridge. But yeah, this is coming along pretty good. I reevaluated my financial situation since the last video. We're holding steady right at $10,000. Now I am planning on paying Rich $7,000 for his work on this thing. So we're looking at about $17,000 plus the washer dryer combo, which is about $1,500, and the dishwasher, which is another $5,000. So we're looking at $19,000 for a finished project. I will update the financial situation as these videos go along, but that's what we're looking at right now. And honestly, I'm very, very happy with that. The goal was 20, so if we can hold steady at what we're doing, we got this. The way we're going, Rich is just tearing through this project. I think there's a very good chance that we could be living in this thing by Christmas time. So anyway, stay tuned for the next video. Again, I'll be shooting another one in 2 weeks. Yeah, so that's where we are right now. Take care, guys. Hope you're enjoying these, and I will see you soon.